and welcome to the Halloween special, episode 18. Our guest today has over 3 million followers across social media. He was just featured on Billboard, and you guys may know him from his viral videos, the curvy wife guy posts. Please welcome rapper, international sensation, Robbie Tripp. Woo!
We finally did it. Michelle Royale. Welcome to the House of Royale.
Thank you. The Haunted House of Royale. Yes, thank you for coming to the Haunted House of Royale.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I have a famous person in here today. How does it feel to be famous? What is it like?
Wow. You know, you grind so hard for so long, and eventually people stop you at Disneyland and say, I like your song. And
really?
Yeah, that just happened over the week. It was
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love Disneyland, first of all.
Amazing. It's a good vibe.
What ride did this happen at, the Haunted
And we
Mansion?
were buying some merch.
Okay.
We were taking my son to Disneyland. He just turned 4. Yeah.
Oh.
So he's an October baby as well.
Oh my God, so
Spooky
special.
baby, just like me. Yeah, October's very own, OVO. And so we were just buying some merch, and this girl was like, your voice sounds, she like came up behind me. She's like, excuse me. And she was like, she's kind of shy. Your voice sounds familiar. And I go, oh, really? And she goes, Big Girl Banger? And
Oh
I go,
my
"That's me." Yeah, so my song Big Girl Banger went crazy on TikTok last year, and all the big girls, all the thick, curvy Latina girls, they're loving it. And anyway, we took a photo, and yeah, it was great.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. So how does it feel? It feels good, you know, but it's not why you do it. You want to do it because I feel like I have a high, like just a high vision for myself. There's a lot of shit on my vision board.
Yeah.
And it has been since I was a very young boy.
Yeah, I was telling you yesterday because you posted something on Instagram. And forgive my fangs. These are by Leonardo Caballero. Caballero fangs, hashtag custom fangs. By the way.
Goth glam.
Yeah.
I told you walking in here, if I had to describe your style, it'd be goth glam.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, you pulled off well.
Prada, please reach out. So you posted yesterday on Instagram, and I've been very emotional lately, so I got a little choked up. It's like your spirit and like your the way that you're such like an underdog, and you're like, I'm gonna show everyone that you can do it.
Yeah.
You can achieve your dreams.
Yeah.
And artists like me really need that. I think everyone, you guys, we all need to hear this right now.
Yeah.
Just people who are like cheerleaders and people who are like, you literally can do it.
Yeah.
You can manifest it.
Yeah. That's what I'm all about.
Yeah. So the post that you posted yesterday, can you talk about that? This was Billboard.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah. This year I came off last summer. Last summer I dropped Big Girl Banger, went crazy on TikTok, and it was really amazing. But I got to the end of it, the end of the rollout, and I don't know if you've ever felt this as an artist, but you're like, how can I muster that much energy and momentum to just like do that all again? And then the top of this year, I was like, okay. And then I did it 7 times this year. I dropped 7 music videos, 6 singles.
Wow.
And it's been like a really amazing just run this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to go all in on myself and like just prove it to myself that I'm really like that I'm really about this. And so all that momentum led to the Billboard opportunity. And yeah, I got featured on the list of top 5 artists who showed a lot of momentum in 2023. But yeah, it's just like you said, like, I'm sure the people that I respect in life are artists, entrepreneurs, doers, creators, people who bet on themselves. Like every single day, you and I are out there like fumbling around in the dark. You laugh because it's true, right?
Yeah.
We're fumbling around in the dark trying to find that next step. And that's what chasing a dream is all about. And you can get people in your life, like incredible mentors that can kind of help illuminate that path. But really, you really are betting on yourself. Like you're entirely on your own. And that's what I'm all about.
So was it always music for you in the beginning, or how did this all come about?
I always say, like, I just feel like I was born to create at a high level. Like, yeah, I was the kid, like, making beats on GarageBand in high school and passing out my mixtape CD in the halls and selling them for $5. I was the kid in the dorms, like making beats with his buddies, and like the raps were terrible. They'll never see the light of day.
Okay,
I've
so
been rapping
music
about
was
Harry
from
Potter.
day one.
Yeah, you know, like I just feel like one of my greatest strengths is as a writer. I always say I'm a wordsmith. I'm a wizard of wordsmithery. So I just feel like writing is the gift I've been given, and I just feel a like strong need to express myself. So I'd always expressed myself in music because the only two things I ever remember loving was basketball and hip hop. So it was just like a natural.
I love that. Where are you from?
I grew up in Utah, and then my parents moved to Las Vegas when I was a teenager.
So in Utah, everyone's Mormon. So weren't they like giving you a bunch of?
I'm a real glitch. I'm a real glitch in the matrix. Yeah.
Wow.
My parents moved. I grew up in Utah. My parents moved to Vegas. I love it so much. I got it tatted right here. Can you see that?
You love Vegas so much?
Right I got the welcome to Las Vegas. I always say I've got more Vegas pride than anybody who was born and raised in Vegas.
Vegas gave me PTSD, honey.
Oh, no,
like, I'm a woman, so
you've got some Vegas stories.
Yeah, whenever I go to Vegas, I'm like duct taping my vagina. It's crazy. Like, so
that's how it be sometimes out there.
Yeah,
it gets grimy out in Vegas. No, I mean my wife is born and raised there. My parents moved there when I was a teenager, so I've always loved Vegas.
Okay,
it feels like home to me.
You know what? As a kid, Vegas was so magical to me.
Yeah.
So was New York, but Vegas specifically, like the Forum and like staying at the Venetian Hotel.
Oh,
like, yeah, we
That's
competed
amazing.
out there a lot.
Okay, cool.
So I get it.
No, it's really the desert is home. So, but yeah, growing up in Utah, let's just say I had a personality that was a little bit too big for Utah. So when my parents moved to Vegas, I was like, yeah, this is a breath of fresh air.
Thank God. Yeah. How old were you when you moved?
17.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I grew up in Utah, and I just felt like I had a personality and just a drive to like be something. And maybe that's what gave me a chip on my shoulder. Like most people I meet that are like very, very driven to succeed, which I am. I'm a Slytherin. I'm House Slytherin all day long, driven by my ambition.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter. Harry Potter. That's how Malfoy says it. I'm a Slytherin like Malfoy. Driven by my ambition. I always felt like I was meant for big things. I always felt like I was special. My dad raised me on Willy Wonka. He always told me I was special. Yeah.
That's
I always felt like I had magic to create. So yeah, when my parents like moved to Vegas and I just saw this like whole new world open up, like I just feel like that was like really what started me on like
and what about journey. Like what artists were you into as a kid?
I mean, there's 2 albums I would go to the CD store, right?
Okay.
You and I are right. Do you remember
CD
CDs?
Store.
I mean, I would go to Sam Goody.
Yeah.
You know, like all the classics, crazy. And I would buy 2 albums. I would buy every Kanye West album, and I would buy every Lupe Fiasco album.
Oh.
So that's like what I came up on. But then like Mac Miller obviously is like a huge inspiration. Like being like a teenage white boy rapping, like seeing somebody like Mac Miller make it like was dope.
Did people give you shit for being a white rapper?
Yeah, I think people naturally like kind of have a laugh at it at first. And that's what I've been telling everybody. Like I dropped my debut single like professionally in 2019. So I've been doing this professionally full time for 5 years now.
Yeah.
And I always say like people definitely had a laugh and probably still have a laugh to this day. But once they check the resume, once they start to see what I've created, and once they start to see what I'm really about, it's undeniable. Yeah, I'm out here.
You are.
I'm charged up on a dream. I was born to do this. I'm the rap game Don Quixote.
I love it.
Yeah, the world is what you say it is. I'm all about customizing your lifestyle and just like whatever you think will be. Like I spend every day of my life loving basketball and hip hop. So you don't think I'm going to make something out of that? I'm so driven to create on a high level. Like I just feel like I'm truly fulfilling a destiny.
Yeah. Wow.
It is written.
God, I so need to hear that right now. Right now, my goal is to forget everything I know about the industry. You know,
forget it all.
Yeah, I have to erase my brain because it's like just knowing all the A&R people, knowing all of the major label management and the artists and what they're going through, and like being friends with people that are signed and knowing. And it's like I just don't want to know anymore.
Yeah.
Because what about the music though?
Totally.
You know, and it's like getting back to that, and that's where I'm at. I have to sing tomorrow.
Nice. Where
at Los Globos for Tori K's birthday extravaganza.
Go support our girl Rochelle.
And I said yes to her because I was like, you know what? Get your ass back on stage and get those vocals warmed up and just like sing.
Yeah.
Just sing.
Yeah.
For the love
You
of
got
it,
to.
you know?
You got to. I spend so much time like flying around, taking meetings, doing this, doing that for the business side, like on demon time, like early morning flights, late dinner meetings, back and forth. I've got a wife and a son at home. I'm trying to chase my dreams and fulfill my destiny while also trying to stay rooted and close to my family, which is the most important thing in the world to me. And so that pulls most people. Anyone who just feels a real calling to create, that'll pull most people trying to split. But yeah, I mean, it's like you get so lost in the business side of things that it's so important to sometimes just be like, okay, I'm shutting down my email for the day, closing the MacBook, and I'm going to go into the studio and I'm just going to create with the homies. I'm just going to sit down with my producer and let's pull out some beats, or I'm just going to go, support my friend and get up on stage and sing into the microphone, because that at the core is what it's all about. But if you really got like a vision, like to build, like I'm a builder, I'm a scaler, I'm an innovator, I'm a chief, I'm a CEO. So I really want to build something. All my homies are tech entrepreneurs and rappers and basketball players. So I really want to build something. And
and your audience, like building your audience is your family, right? Like every time I want to throw in the towel and quit music, it's so hilarious how many texts or phone calls. Like, can you come to this writing session? Hey, can you do this show? Like
the universe keeps pulling you back.
It really does keep pulling me.
That means you gotta stay with it.
Back. And I will. And I want to encourage more women to learn how to produce. Do you know any female producers?
There's a few. I mean, there's a girl out in the UK that I hit up for a beat the other day because she's making these like really hard like UK drill beats, like straight gang music, and I'm like, oh, she's killing it.
Amazing.
And no, I was really stoked when through our mutual friend Andrew Dawson. Shout out to Andrew in Scottsdale, the man, the legend, Kanye West, the legend mixer engineer, and I was like, dope. Like, what a good dude. He's a great example of everything to do right in the music industry. He conducts himself with integrity. He produces for the biggest artists in the world, and he's just the chillest, nicest dude. And he's working with dope female producers, giving them credit.
Well, I was going to ask you, did you ever hear the original song?
No, I would love to hear it. So for those who don't know, me and Rochelle have a song together. Like, you co-produced a beat.
Well, I literally wrote a whole song. Like, we wrote a whole song. It was called She Ready. And it was originally going to be pitched to Lizzo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Was it with the piano? Dun, dun,
oh, yeah. No, that was the beat.
Oh, it's amazing.
That was the beat. So I sat there with him and we
Where were you guys at?
Created the beat together. It was in LA, some studio in LA.
This is fun. I haven't heard this story.
Yeah. And
no, Andrew's the man. Like, for you to get in the room and produce with Andrew, who's produced Watch the Throne and Graduation.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually there as an artist that day.
It's dope.
So
it's dope. You're doing
it. So maybe there's a remix coming in.
Maybe there's a remix coming. That's dope. I would love to hear the original She Ready.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
And then I turned it into I Want to Have Fun Sex.
Right. Yeah,
fun.
It's amazing. I love it. The video. And let's talk about that. And also, I really quickly, I do want to do a shout out to your wife, because I think it's really important. Women like me out here in LA, it's really hard to find to be in a healthy, stable relationship.
Oh yeah, you're jaded. You've seen it all.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. And I commend you guys for being in a loving relationship and supporting each other. And the fact that she's supporting you through this is something that all of us women need to see. That's we need that encouragement.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful.
Shout out to my queen, my goddess.
Shout out to the queen.
Yeah. No, it's not always easy, because again, like, of course, any relationship, like, you prefer your person to like be there with you, but daddy's got a dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've got a true personal legend and calling to fulfill. And I felt that way my entire life.
Yeah.
Like, when I started going to therapy, my therapist was like, oh yeah, like you truly feel like your whole life is like leading up to like something. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I've ever heard it in those words, but yeah. And again, I think it's just a lot of what I call that Wonka energy. My dad raised us on Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
I believe that the world is my chocolate factory. Come see what I create.
I love it. And I love chocolate.
Oh, yeah, don't we all? Don't we all?
So, okay, let's get into the curvy wife guy stuff.
Let's do it.
The viral stuff, how the viral videos
Yeah.
all began, because that really was like the foundation of your branding and like what you're all about,
Yeah,
which is so beautiful. Because we want to do a shout out to all of the curvaceous, gorgeous women,
I love it.
Full-figured women. You know, the world is changing, the industry is changing, the fashion industry is changing. It's not just about being a size whatever anymore. It's about just being beautiful and being you. And you're a man out here supporting women.
Yeah, always. Riding for the thick goddesses.
Yeah, the thick goddesses. Okay, so talk about that really quick.
It also, I mean, it started from a young age. I mean, I've been down. People can never doubt what I got going on.
Okay.
I've always been down with the girls with the thick thighs and, you know, the big booty and everything. So that's so Raven. Raven.
Oh my God,
that was my childhood crush. May have been my sexual awakening.
No.
If I really had to nail it down,
wow,
it probably would be Raven.
Okay, collab. Raven.
Yeah.
Raven
and
Tripp.
Simone. What's good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she was the only thick girl on Disney Channel doing it. And that was just always what I was attracted to.
Yeah.
So fast forward to I meet my wife, we get married, just so insanely attracted to her. Beautiful size 12, size 14 goddess, fashionable, stylish, cute doll face, just chubby sexy. And I would do these Instagram posts like very early on in our relationship just about how much I love her and how much I'm attracted to her and things like that. In 2017, it was summer of 2017, I remember, because we were like getting ready to go on vacation the next day. And the night before I was laying in bed, we had a photo of me and her in our swimsuits on the beach in Miami. I posted that. And the next morning I woke up and it had like 10,000 likes. This was 2017. I had like 20,000 followers at the time. Like I maybe got like 1,000, 1,200 likes on a post, I think at the time. And so like already I was like, oh, okay, like people are rocking with this. And it was like really like just sweet. Like a lot of like girlfriends were tagging their boyfriends in it, being like, oh, this is how you like, because I just wrote this post about how I love my curvy wife. I love her body. This is what I'm attracted to. Let's open up our ideas in society about what we find sexy and attractive, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was like really sweet. The reaction was amazing. The next day I had like 20,000 likes and then it got out to like 40,000 likes.
Whoa.
And so I was like, oh, whoa. And then I shared it on Facebook and same thing. It started to get like hundreds of thousands of reactions on Facebook. Kind of started to go Facebook viral and Instagram viral. And so then it started to get covered and it was like E! News, you know, husband of the year, move over John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. No, it was like all these crazy headlines started to go. It was like a really heartwarming, like husband, you know, writes this beautiful body positive note to his wife. Then the Twitter feminists got a hold of it.
Oh no.
And they started tearing that thing to shreds.
Oh wow.
Because there was a lot of discourse in the radical feminist Twitter circles that was like, and again, in the post, I even said like, before I even understood beauty standards in society and feminism. So I know that can be a buzzword for a lot of people. But again, I was like, I'm an ally. Like I'm squadding up with the thick girls, the women, you know what I mean? Like I'm here. And, but yeah, there's like 20 something millennial white cat lady, writer, reporter, internet snark bloggers in New York started just making it into something it wasn't. They started tearing it to shreds, saying that I was talking about women's bodies and objectifying women, just because I was a man talking about women's bodies. But I'm like, I'm out here rocking with the thick queens and you cannot deny that. So yeah, that's kind of like where it all started. And that was like crazy. 2017, going viral on Instagram, like we tripled our following in like 3 weeks.
Amazing.
Yeah, over the course of like that viral moment. It was like overnight, we started getting brand deals and it just started kind of this whole chapter.
That's the stuff we want to go viral. Like,
yeah.
For the soul.
Isn't that like the whole point is like the internet just does what it does. And even if it's of the purest intention, that's what I started saying at a certain point. I got so sick of all the hate and backlash and controversy. I just started saying like, dude, you're just hating on a guy who posted about how much he loves his wife.
Yeah.
And that's like all I got to say about it.
It's vicious.
You know what I mean? It's crazy out there.
Yeah.
You can, you know, people make up their own assumptions. They build their own narratives. And anyway, fuck the haters.
Yeah. I mean, podcasting gave me the strength to come out with my story and be honest about what I've been through.
Amazing.
And I know that if I ever go viral, like, those bitches are gonna.
They're gonna come.
Oh, they're gonna
They
end
always
my
do.
life.
Yeah, they always do, and you got to be ready for it.
But there's so many people that have been canceled now that I feel
it's
like
kind of become a rite of passage almost.
Yeah, we're entering the era of like we're over the cancel shit. Like
yeah, I think it's becoming that way. Oh yeah, I've been through it all. I've been canceled twice. Like it's not fun. You get so much concentrated negativity. You can't help but feel and internalize some of it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think we're finally getting to that point in society where, or at least on our online culture, where it's like, okay, yeah, everybody's done and said something that they regret. Everybody's made mistakes, and everybody, if you're doing life right, grows and evolves. So that's kind of how I look at it now. There was a time where, of course, you're so quick to fire back. You're so quick to whatever, like delete that comment or whatever. But it's like, you know, at the end of the day, you start to grow and mature. Like you realize like that's all of our journey. And some of us are unlucky enough to kind of have that journey be online. Like I've had a career online for over a decade now. You know what I mean? I've been an online content creator, influencer, personality, whatever you want to call it, since like basically since I joined Instagram. Yeah. So something's always people are always gonna misinterpret, but you just gotta do you.
Okay, so let's move into the TikTok space really quick.
Let's do it.
Because
what do you think about TikTok?
I love TikTok so much.
Appease the algorithm. Appease the algorithms. Yeah, don't.
No, I mean,
don't piss off the powers that be.
I drank the Kool-Aid. I'm just now starting to focus more on TikTok. Yeah. I've been super anti because being a classically trained dancer, you know, and being a classically trained vocalist. It's like, I don't want to learn a fucking TikTok dance.
Totally.
And like,
I know a lot of people who feel that way.
Right.
They don't want to like feel like they need to bastardize their art.
Exactly. And it's tougher for like artists that are classically trained. Totally. Because we don't want to water down our shit. But,
yeah, totally. It's easier when you're the white boy rapping his ass off.
Yeah.
It's not as easy when you're classically trained.
Yeah.
Totally.
But now it's like all the people that I admire, they're like, okay, but do you want to monetize and make money? Like you're going to have to get over it and like just put in some effort. But I think that you can still make it your own world. And I still think that you can pick and choose how you're going about it. Like,
yeah,
you know, so anyway, you went viral on TikTok too, or you have 2 million followers on?
I have 1 million followers on TikTok, and I got like 900,000 of those in 1 year. And that was promoting Big Girl Banger. So I had this song, I was like, okay, the bass line goes crazy. And I'm like, I had this idea for a song called Big Girl Banger. And that's how a lot of my songs come. I'm just like, think of like a collection of words that just sounds beautiful. And I put it together. You know, that's my wordsmithery. That's my wizardry. And so I was like, okay, I like this. And then I was same thing. I was hearing all the Gary V's and all these guys being like, you got to post 4 TikToks a day, and you got to just consistent. It's volume. It's just continuing that momentum. And I'm like, okay. And then you and I know from major label to independent just started stressing TikTok like almost entirely to get that song to like actually get some eyeballs on it, right? Yeah. To actually be heard. And so we live in this like super saturated social media culture. And so anyway, I was like, okay, I'm committed. I did it. I took hours a day for literally 6 months and posted 3 to 4 TikToks a day. Yeah. And by the end of it, Big Girl Banger was going crazy. It's got like 300 million views on the official Big Girl Banger hashtag. And got thousands of pre-saves, and it really got caught on with like the curvy, like plus size OnlyFans girls. Like shout out to my curvy, chubby, sexy, thick, soft goddesses on OnlyFans, because they blew up Big Girl Banger. Oh yeah, just so much booty cheeks and so much beautiful decolletage bouncing, going crazy on the algorithm to this song. It's a big girl banger. Ooh, stretch marks tattooed on the tan lines. It's a big girl banger. So I went crazy anyway. And so that's when I saw like the power of TikTok. But to your point, the amount of time and energy and resources that I poured into that, it's like, yeah, it works, but it's like, what are you willing to give?
Let me just talk about the amount of time yesterday. My girl Clara, shout out to Clara, Nailed by CC. She did my nails, okay?
Oh, they're dope.
We started at 2 p.m. She left my home at 6:30 p.m. because after we did the nails, we did a TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
It
can get away from
time.
you. It can really get away from you.
Okay?
No,
like,
I was talking with my manager the other day. I did like a series of reactions to like these funny comments on my posts. And so I would like go through my YouTube videos, I'll go through my Instagram and just like all the stuff like, oh, he looks like Blippy and stuff like that. Like I'll just like laugh my ass off and react to these comments. And I go, bro, and I finally post it, like, because I've been telling him I'm gonna do this for weeks. And I go, bro, I posted that. I go, that took me like 5 hours to like edit. And that's not even mentioning the time it took me to like set it up and shoot it, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, that's why it's like crazy in this era. It's because we're working harder than ever on the content. The content is like higher production value than ever. I mean, you're here like killing it in this like dope LA podcast, like setup. Like it's no joke. The bar you have to hit now.
Yeah.
And it's never been more saturated.
Right.
That's what you got to do to cut through.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to put some hours into it.
Yeah.
You can find yourself 4 hours later in the day and you just spent like that whole time front facing camera.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
We're in the Matrix.
How bad do you want it? I know. It just all comes down to how bad do you want it.
Yeah.
I want this so fucking bad that I will do anything. You got to be a lunatic to get to a certain level. And I was born with a brain from a different realm.
Yeah.
So I am a lunatic and I will
Similar to our mutual friend, Riff Raff.
Jody, shout out to my boy, Mr. Dale D'Antoni.
Shout out to Riff Raff.
Yeah.
So,
you seem like you got a story. What? Do you know?
Yeah, I just...
No. What you got? What do you got for my boy, Jody?
Something.
Okay, what do you got?
So, Riff Raff, my name is Rochelle Royale, and you DM'd me on Twitter. Oh, and this was like a long time ago.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, okay.
But he did DM me again, I think like maybe last year. So there was a follow-up. But I am a little upset, Riff. You hit me up on Twitter and you were like, yo, are you available for this event? Okay, like he wanted me to come be his date for this event.
Amazing. Well, arm candy.
And I was like, I considered it. I didn't say yes right away because, you're intimidating, Riff. And I don't know what's going to go down if I hang out with you.
He wanted a goth glam goddess wearing Russian leather boots and fangs, taking her to the spot. Yeah.
So he invites me and we're supposed to meet at the Standard Hotel.
Okay.
Well, my dumbass gets there and I'm all decked out.
Yeah.
He
wanted you to be his cranberry vampire. How'd it go?
What is a cranberry vampire?
You know Riff. He wanted you as his cranberry vampire.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
okay. I don't know what cranberry means, but
yeah. He wanted you as his butterscotch babe.
So I get there and I see Diplo.
Yeah.
And he's chilling with Ivy Levan.
Okay.
And I kind of know Ivy.
Okay,
so
cool.
I'm like, okay, at least I'm not here by myself, you know? Yeah. And then I see Riff with like 16 dudes.
Yeah.
Just like trolling through the lobby.
Sometimes you got to roll deep.
Yeah. Not even noticing
that you were there.
That the princess awaits her prince in the lobby.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He must have had a lot going on that day. He invited you there though.
Already, Riff. Like already. You got me broken.
You're dressed to the nines.
So tragic. Okay.
Maybe he couldn't see you through his bodyguards.
Obviously.
Maybe all of his bling bling was blurring everybody's eyeballs.
So anyway, Riff, I just hope that you can take the time to come back to LA and you're going to bring your wife.
Oh, that's it. That's the story.
And Riff is going to take me. Yeah, no, I'm sitting in the lobby. I'm sitting in the lobby.
Went up to his room?
I went to the club with Diplo and Ivy because he went back through the lobby and got into some car with his boys.
Maybe he forgot that he DM'd you.
And left me.
And you were all dolled up.
I mean, I think we had each other's numbers, though. I don't know if there was a text.
Well,
maybe
you had to have fired off the craziest text.
No, I'm not like that.
Okay.
Once you cross me, I'm a Capricorn. I'm like, we're done.
Okay, you just shut it down.
You're in a grave. You're done.
Okay. All right. Well,
but I'm gonna give him the opportunity,
Jody,
to fly to LA and make it right.
Okay.
And we're gonna go on a double date. You and your wife, me and Riff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Put that out there.
So there you go.
Hit him
Riff.
back in the DMs and say, let's go out with the Vanilla Thriller and his wife from Vegas and we'll see what he says. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we're going.
Shout out to my guy, Jody.
And you're going to drop some money on me, so.
She put it out there.
Yeah.
Mr. Dale D'Antoni, the Vanilla Gorilla.
And all three of us are doing a song together.
Put it out there. Put it out there. Riff and I had
a movie.
Yeah, and a movie. That's right. Exactly.
Okay, so you and Riff.
Riff and I, we did a video and a song together in Miami.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was called Flamingo Freestyle.
Okay.
Produced by our guy, Top Secret. And yeah, we shot out there in Miami. And we just had the baddest Cuban baddie out there. Just... they're built different in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the curvy goddesses. It's just a Latina fire that you can't quite, it's muy caliente.
Maybe that's why he ditched me in the lobby, because he thought I was Latina, and then he was like, oh, she's white.
Do people...
Wow.
Maybe, who knows?
Never mind.
That's hilarious. So anyway, we shot the music video in Miami. We had a great time. We had, the pool floaties and the jet ski and all that stuff. And he got out of the water. Like he was gonna like walk into the shot. So I was like setting up the shot, like I write and produce and direct all my own music videos. So I'm like, it'd be dope if you were kind of like hiding beneath the wall. Cause like in Miami, if you live up against the water, it just like drops down into like a ladder where it's like goes to your boat, right? So I was like, if you could start down there so we can't see you and then climb out of the ladder, like climb up the ladder so we can see you. Then when you come up into the shot, that'd be great. So he's like, okay. So he climbs up first time and he's looking at the camera and he looks around and he looks over at me on the side and I'm wearing head to toe Louis Vuitton like day set. It's like swim trunks and a Miami set. It's like the watercolor Virgil set. And he looks over at me and he goes, Louis Vuitton Loch Ness Monster. And I go, you can't tell me nothing now. I go, you can't tell me nothing now. Jody High Roller, the Vanilla Gorilla, just called me the Louis Vuitton Loch Ness. And that's like one of those things. I mean, that's a guy I've been listening to since college days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've had all these amazing opportunities in my career to like, link up with people that I really idolize.
Yeah.
And so I got nothing but love for Riff. I got nothing but love for Jody. Jody, I love you. You just walk past my girl standing there in the lobby, dressed up to the nines, looking like a goth glam goddess.
But here
I know
I
you're
am
rolling 16 deep with your boys. You can't see over the boysenberry dime piece timepiece. But our girl here, come on. No,
I'm going to give you another chance, Riff.
Yeah. Give him another chance.
We'll see what
He's a good guy. He's got a good heart.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What is his house in Vegas called? The Codeine?
Oh, the Codeine Castle. He used to live in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too far from where I live now. But he moved to, he lives in West Palm Beach now. He lives in Florida.
Okay.
He's living the dream.
What is his house called now?
I don't know. I haven't been to his house. I would love to go to Riff's house and hoop, though, next time I'm in Florida.
You should make a book with, like, all the vocabulary words that you guys use and sell it as merch. That'd be amazing.
I got nothing but love for Riff because I see him as a fellow wizard of wordsmithery.
Yeah.
And I love his colorful creativity. And it's just something I've always identified with. Yeah. So that's my boys and bears.
I love that song Dr. Pepper with CL.
And Diplo. And
so hot.
Is Diplo on Dr. Pepper? No, he's
I don't know. Whatever. You're in trouble right now, Diplo. We're not gonna put you on.
Shout out to Diplo. He comes to Vegas and just kills
He's in big trouble right now.
Oh, he is?
Mm-hmm.
All these people have done you so wrong.
No, not with me.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's always something going on. When you're on Demon Time, you start to get to it. Like, everyone's trying to sue you or bring you down or talk about you or get you in the press one way or another. So
yeah.
You just keep it.
My advice to all the hot boys, all the fuck boys, just like stop with the young girls. That's all I have to say. Like, just stop. It's not worth it. It's never worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I love the younger boys because they love older women and it's so fun, but like not like too young.
Yeah, of course.
That's all I got to say about that. But I mean, do you have experience being single or have you always been in a relationship?
No, totally. I mean, I met my wife when we were 21, 22.
Oh, wow.
And got married in our hometown of Vegas and have just been committed to each other ever since. So she's my curvy muse. I mean, the representation that I have in all of my music videos and all my art projects is like a celebration of the curvy muse. Like, that's just what I'm attracted to. And that's just my beautiful wife.
Do you write all of your own lyrics?
Every bar.
Wow.
Every bar. I've actually never been in the room with a writer.
Oh my God.
I feel like that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah.
I've got some things to say.
Yeah.
I feel like I can piece some things together. Like I said, I don't feel like my brain synapses were formulated in this particular dimension. So,
do you have a verse that you can spit for us?
Do I have a verse? Yeah, my name is Robbie Tripp, so I got these dudes tripping, making it rain, so all these bad girls are slipping. Haters get mad, middle finger flipping, cause I do it all. You can call me Scottie Pippen. Mess with the bowl, you gonna get the horns. Murdering this, I call it children of the corn. Real dudes love me, fake girls too, but I gotta keep moving. There's no time for you, cause I'm on my grind. I'm just doing my thing. You sitting by waiting for the phone to ring. Don't hold your breath or get too excited. If you borrow my bars, make sure your sources are cited.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I always got bars.
Woo!
If you call yourself a writer, if you call yourself a rapper, you got to have bars on deck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just a little something.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, of course.
That's amazing. I have been known to do many rap verses in my day.
Hit me with a little
I'm
something.
from the Bay. No, oh my God.
Yeah, so you're with that E40 Too Short hyphy movement.
No, not really.
No.
I was hired as a female rapper for like, you know, just in writing sessions for like songs for pitch, and
you gotta send me some of your
bars. I'll send you my rap shit.
Let's do it.
I would love to do a song.
We can get on track if you're down to lay some bars.
Yeah.
I want you to get in the studio and I want you to go full on Meg Thee Stallion.
Okay.
I want you to go full like Lotto. I want you to go in. I want you to go Sexy Red on them.
Let me hold on a second.
Show me some of your bars.
I don't even know what's on this.
You got your producer tag and everything like a real hip hop artist.
Bobby Doll.
Oh yeah, you sound dope. Wait, you sound good. No, you sound like, you know what you sound a little bit like? Is Krayshawn.
Oh my God, I love you, Krayshawn.
Gucci, Fendi, Fendi. Oh, Bay Area legend.
I love that song.
You sound good rapping.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we'll get you on a little something.
Okay, yeah,
we'll get you on the track. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Okay, let's play the song.
And like music video, it would be so fun to have like real choreography, like real.
You gotta come on
dance shit.
Because I went from just having for a long time my whole thing was like I was only gonna cast like curvy, plus size, thick goddesses in my music videos. But now, like as I've continued to progress in my career, I'm like, no, it's about everybody. Like, yeah, the music and the energy is like that's my muse. That's what I'm inspired by.
Yeah.
But like I love having the ladies of all different sizes in. So you need to come.
But I mean, if it's me with 4 girls, like not everyone has to look like me.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like
you come in looking like a vampire runway model.
I'm not looking like a vampire all the time, y'all.
Yeah. The Versace vampire.
Yeah, just like hot couture, you know?
Yeah.
Like a $10,000 outfit, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like Tory Burch, Transylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah. You come through looking like you got those Russian boots on that you've been stepping on skulls with, and it'll be a vibe.
The wordsmith shit. My God. It's amazing. Just off the top.
Oh, yeah.
What did you say? Tory Burch Transylvania?
Tory Burch Transylvania. Yeah, you got to make a song called that. That should be, I'll give that to you for free. You can make a rap song called Tory Burch Transylvania.
Okay, yeah. I actually love that. Yeah. That's really cute.
That's obviously low end design. That's a little lower end designer. You know.
I wish we had a Halloween rap joint to put out right before Halloween.
Next October, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm a proud October baby. I've actually thought about that. I need to make like an October anthem, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why I love Drake since early on the scene. I was listening to Backpack Toronto Drake, like walking around the college campus way back in like 2009. So you know, like the whole October.
Drake.
Yeah, exactly. The whole October's very own, like OVO, being an October baby.
Are you a fan of Madonna?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah, who isn't? Legend.
like for choreographers, my homie Matt Katie is choreographing her tour.
Incredible.
And they just started tour. They're in London.
Incredible.
Yeah. And then also Val, who is the wife of Jason Young.
Dope.
She's Madonna's double for the show. And so Jason Young and Val have done like 3 of my music videos.
Oh, incredible.
And Matt did a video for me for my song Please Her. So like it would be great to get them on board.
I would love to do a full choreograph because I can move.
Yeah.
I can dance.
Yeah.
I want to get out there. I would love to choreograph something. Let's do it. You got a cool like dual life as like a artist, singer, but also like a dancer, choreographer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know everyone in the dance world from all the years growing up and, you know, competing and coming to LA all the time.
That's cool.
And it's so beautiful because dancers are a different breed. I feel like musicians are so they're gatekeepers and they're so closed off. Whereas like dancers and choreographers are like, let's work.
That's cool.
You know, let's share the information with each other. Let's like bring everyone together. Like they're way more family oriented.
That's cool.
Yeah. And you would love Matt. Like Matt's really good with the boys. Like he's really good at like bringing the boys together and like making a concept come together. And
let's do it for the boys. Let's do it for the boys.
Yeah.
Tell Matt I'm ready on the rap game, Derek Huff.
Oh my God.
I'm ready.
Derek Huff literally gave me, I told Derek this story so he knows. But
nice.
In New York City Dance Alliance, at this competition, he left a big bouquet of roses at my hotel room door. I was so in love with him.
What a guy.
As a child.
Derek and Julianne? Derek and Julianne. They're from Utah too.
Juliana Huff.
Rap game Derek Huff. I'm out here. I'm ready to move.
Shout out to Derek Huff. Thank you for leaving that huge bouquet of flowers at my hotel room door.
He gave you a giant bouquet of flowers?
Yeah, when I was like 11.
That is so nice.
At New York City Dance Alliance, at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. I was so in love with him. I was wearing his little golf cap. Like, it was a childhood romance.
Who doesn't love Derek Huff?
Yeah.
I love it.
And his sister, Julianne Huff.
Yeah, Julianne. Yeah, amazing. They're both from Utah, too.
Yeah. And she's an incredible singer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, an actress. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like people who grew up in Utah, grew up Mormon, like who just went out and just like killed it.
Yeah.
Derek and Julianne, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Donnie and Marie. Shout out to my boy Donnie. I went to Donnie's show. He had me in the back room. We were kicking it. We were helping each other dab our makeup on. It was incredible. Yeah, Donnie's my boy. Donnie's my broski. Legend in the game. He's been doing this for 60 years. He's got this part in his show that he's doing in Vegas right now. Shout out to my boy Donnie. Go see him in Vegas. Donnie Osmond does like it's like a 10-minute rap about his 60-year career in music and entertainment. He's got the whole thing memorized.
Oh my God.
And he's got a slideshow projection of him from when he was 3 years old on the Andy Williams show all the way up to today having his own show in Vegas. And he raps it.
Wow.
6 decades in the music industry.
Amazing.
Mormon royalty, bro.
You know what? That's something that I would like to bring up is ageism in show business.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for women.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like after, 18 is a huge moment for singers because you're supposed to get signed at 14 or 15.
Isn't that crazy?
And then hit it big time at 18, 19. And then by the time you're 25, they're throwing you in the trash, especially if you're a girl.
Yeah.
But now we're coming into this era of we're getting rid of cancel culture and we're also getting rid of ageism.
Yeah, totally.
Because human beings are evolving and we just need to feel something in the midst of the wars and like our government, like all this crazy dark energy that I feel like everyone is just like, you know what? Like we brought Y2K back. Yeah. We brought the 90s back.
Oh, yeah, it's back.
We're just like, bring it all back because we need the love. Totally. Like we need to feel something.
We need to feel warm and safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. About how women are faked out, especially in music.
Dude, I went to a show the other night at the Roxy and this chick, Morgan Miles, like literally Kelly Clarkson level.
Wow.
Just the vocals.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Cool.
And she's not 25. And she's like about to get signed.
It's incredible.
And I'm not like going to reveal anyone's age, but it's like, you know, she fought really hard for a really long time and now it's finally happening. So it's like you never know when it's going to happen.
That's what it's all about.
Also. Yeah. And then there's J-Lo, who's another prime example. She's 53.
Still killing it.
And looks amazing because it's her mindset. It's like she's like, why would I not work out and look hot and record songs and do shows? Like
health is wealth, baby.
Of course. And Madonna is like what, 63?
Yeah.
And like
legend in the game.
Yeah.
Totally.
Doing a world tour.
Totally. Lizzo's a good example of that. Like Lizzo, her music started breaking later. Like that's what it all boils down to is like, how charged up are you on your dream?
Yeah.
Like, how long do you have to go? Because it might happen when you're 40.
Yeah.
But there's just something to be said. And again, these are the people that I look up to, the people that I like really connect with and like try to drink from their energy is like, did you stay committed? Yeah. Did you stay committed to your dream? Did you stay committed to whatever it is that you feel called to do? And man, that's why I got the battery tattoo. That's why I got the battery tattoo. Yes. It's like you got to stay charged up on your dream and you got to keep it going because half the battle is consistency.
It is.
Like you will get further just by not quitting than you would if you did quit. Like it's kind of that simple. If you quit, you're done. There's no more forward momentum.
Yeah.
And it's hard to like keep it going and day after day, like we talked about earlier, like, as an artist and a creator and an entrepreneur, like you are just like daily kind of just like uncovering what you do next.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like one step forward, two steps back.
Yeah. It's so wild to me when people are like, what are you putting out next? What are you doing? When's your next show? And I'm just like, really? Like, I thought I was gonna quit. I mean, I guess I'll keep doing this shit, man. Like
going.
I will. And like meeting artists like you is definitely the universe does this on purpose to kind of nudge you. And you definitely are such a light and you were meant to be on this earth to inspire people.
Thanks.
And just the fact that you're so self-motivated.
Thanks.
But yeah, so to all the artists out there who are, you know, in their 30s and you feel like it's too late, it's not.
Oh, it's only just begun, baby.
Yeah. And we need you guys. Like, people need art.
Yep.
We need art. We need entertainment.
Oh, yeah. And content is the new age.
Yeah.
It's all about what can you do online and what can you create online. And the internet and social media is so vast now that it's just hyper niche.
Yeah.
So what you have to offer truly is special and unique and individual to you. And that's like, there's certain barriers mentally that you need to break through to get to that next level and get to that other side. And one of them is you've got to find your own unique voice, right? When we all start, what do? We imitate just all the things that we were inspired by and grew up with. Once you really start finding like your unique, like artistic perspective, that is a huge one. And second is it's just like, it doesn't matter what the outcome is. Am I going to keep doing this or not? Yeah. And once you flip that switch, like that's where the magic happens. Because then you're not doing it just to reach a certain end goal. Like, yes, you have things on your vision board. But once you flip your mind to just be like, I am literally never going to stop until my heart stops. Let's see how far we can run this. That's that Wonka energy I'm talking about. You're doing it because you are inspired to do it. You're doing it because it's what you were put here to do. And you're doing it because you look at the world as your chocolate factory. There's nothing you can't create.
I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out to your dad for like.
Shout out to my dad.
Really giving you this.
He raised us with this pure optimism and really like the spirit of like a dreamer.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, that just really like connected with me and how unique my brain is formulated. It just was a potent cocktail of really explosive, overzealous dream chasing.
That's amazing.
And it's going to continue throughout the rest of my life. I've got charged up nitroglycerin, electric green lightning in my veins.
I love it.
Yeah. I can't stop if I wanted to.
My mom's dance studio, shout out to Dance Attack. The motto, like she was known for follow your dreams wherever they may take you.
Oh, I love that.
And she was
I
such
love
an
dreamers.
advocate, for like building her students up. And some of our kids really did go big time, like
That's
in the
cool.
dance industry, you
And
know?
that helps. That spirit and attitude helps them
Yeah.
to continue on because it's not always easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do have those dark days where it's like those 2 steps back.
So on the dark days, like let's it's almost 11:30, but tell the kids, like, because everyone's on antidepressants and all this medication and shit, and like everyone has a therapist now. What do you do to keep a positive mindset? Like, do you light candles, incense? Do you pray? Do you meditate? Like, do you do yoga? What do you do to like stay positive?
Well, like you said, like therapist is huge. Like that was a huge like level up. I just look at it as like rungs on the ladder. We're all climbing to where we want to get to go, right?
Yeah.
So when I got a therapist, I feel like I climbed up another rung. Like that's enough. Like I can't say enough about therapy because that creates a level of self-awareness to where you at least are willing to see your shit and work on your shit, hopefully, unless you're lying to your therapist, which we, you know,
sometimes we do,
or at least we sugarcoat because we're not ready to face the truth ourselves. But when we are, again, that level of self-awareness can really help you. But on the dark days, man, it's just like I'm all about life is energy. Like people are energy. And so when we have hard times or see these hurdles or obstacles in our path, like creating our dreams or fulfilling our personal legend, I just find it helpful to shift the energy. Like if I'm like, oh, I'm like really heady about what's going on right now. Like it feels like everything that's happening in my world is like so big. Shift the energy. You know what I mean? If you're feeling hyped up, you got to go to the spa and you got to calm it down. Or you got to go hop in the bathtub and you got to put on some spa music and light some candles. If you're feeling like really just kind of low, you got to go out on a run. You got to break a sweat. You got to get out on the vitamin D. Get some sunshine. You know what I mean? So I'm all about shift the energy.
I was just watching the Nikki Glaser podcast and she was saying that the same part of your brain that causes anxiety and fear is the same part of our brain that produces the feeling of gratitude.
That's cool.
And she's like, if you can just remember that, and when you start to feel, because like before she gets on stage, like, you know, controlling your nerves.
Totally.
And I have a show tomorrow, so I'm like, oh my God, this is the perfect advice.
No, totally.
Perfect advice.
Yeah.
So you guys visualize that part of your brain when you start to get anxious and feeling like out of control. Just remember, gratitude. I'm grateful. It's all good. It's all good.
That's cool.
And it's a simulation. Like you were saying, like you're writing the script, you can create your own world and redirect that energy for sure.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's really cool. Exactly. Visualization's huge.
Yeah.
See yourself in that room.
Yeah.
See yourself killing it. No matter how many times you need to visualize it before the actual moment.
Yeah.
I think it's natural to get nervous.
Yeah.
I feel like you and I have probably met a lot, probably hundreds, if not thousands of performers between the two of us.
Oh, yeah.
And I would say most get nervous.
Oh, yeah.
I would say the only ones who say they don't are the ones who like are doing arenas and are doing it like at a very high level and very frequently. And then it just becomes like another day in the life.
Yeah.
But getting nervous you're exactly right. That is the fear-based energy. And you take that nervous energy and you start to look at it in a positive, on the positive end of the spectrum, that's excitement.
Yes.
So you've got this what feels like a lot of emotion and nervous energy building up on you. On the negative end of the scale, it's anxiety and fear, because anxiety is fear. And the positive end of the scale, it's excitement, gratitude, joy. So that's what I always try to do. Redirect that, shift the energy. Am I looking at this? Am I feeling all this is going on because I'm scared? If I am, ask myself why and really do what I can to try and transition that into the positive end of the spectrum, which is I'm actually really excited for this moment. The reason why I'm feeling all this is because I'm excited and because I get to do this. And that's where the gratitude comes in.
Amen, honey. Amen.
Boom. Charged up on a dream. Follow your dreams. What else would we be doing with our time here?
Right.
At least you get a free trip around the sun. Yeah, you got it. You got to keep going.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Okay, so to end the episode, you guys, I want everyone to go on Tripp's Spotify.
Oh, yeah. Run that up.
Should I say Robbie Trip or should I just say Trip?
They'll find me under Robbie Trip, but people call me Trip. Say go to Robbie Tripp Spotify.
Mr. Tripp, go to Mr. Tripp's Spotify, please.
Thank you, love.
And I want you guys to just run up these songs. Like, what are like the top 5 singles? You just released I Wanna Have Fun.
I Wanna Have Fun. Little credit on little dish from Rochelle Royale on there and Andrew Dawson on the production. Big Girl Banger went crazy on TikTok. I just dropped a song with Blockboy JB. They said I would never make the league, but now look where I'm at. Might not be out hooping, but I'm balling. That's a fact.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, things are going great. Things are going great because I've never given up on my dreams. So yes, go check it all out on Spotify.
Yeah.
Go check out my music videos. I create musical fusion and viral visuals. So every song I drop, I create a music video for. I come up with a song. When I'm listening to the beat, I can already see the color palette arranging itself in the music video. I write, produce, and direct all my own music videos. I style the big, thick, curvy girls who are coming to the eyeshadow, to what they're wearing, to the heels. I'm ordering, I'm styling, I'm choreographing, I'm producing, I'm writing, directing, I'm art directing. I'm putting together the mood boards. That's what I do. And I love it. What else would we be doing?
Yeah.
What else would you be doing if not chasing your dreams?
Absolutely. It's incredible.
You gotta keep going.
And TikTok. Like, for those of us that need TikTok inspiration, we're gonna go on Robbie Tripp's TikTok and we're gonna study your TikTok.
Thank you.
And see how dedicated and excited you are about your posts.
Hell yeah.
Are you still posting 4 times a day?
No, that level, that's what I'm saying is it takes a lot to keep it going.
Yeah.
So there's
like once
seasons.
Every other day.
Yeah, I'm posting every now and again on TikTok. I'm trying to stay consistent across all the platforms, but a music manager that I really respect had he posted something the other day that I really liked. And he said, if you're a music artist, you basically got to look at it like there's preseason, like it's a sport, like it's sports, like it's a sport. So look at music like there's a preseason. There's a regular season, which is when you're dropping music. There's a postseason, which is where you're really trying to like drive it all home. And then there's an off season where you kind of let it rest. And then you go back to preseason and kind of charge up and start pushing it again. And then you go back to the regular season and you're dropping again. And then the postseason where you're really going hard and then you take another break. So I think that's the best way to do it. So, but I'm out there on all the socials. Go check me out. I'm charged up on a dream and I couldn't stop even if I tried.
You heard it here, children. If that's not inspiration, I don't know what is.
Rochelle Royale from Transylvania.
We stan Robbie Tripp. All of us are brand new fans of you.
I appreciate you.
We're holding our posters with your name on it.
Oh, thanks.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm on the drive home, I'm going to bump your music.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, and you are going to get me hyped for my show tomorrow.
No, I'm stoked for you. Let me know how it goes.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Okay, you guys, this was episode 18 of the Haunted House of Royale. Happy Halloween. Happy spooky season. We love you so much. Stay strong, stay inspired, and have an amazing day. Mwah.